Hello everyone, today is Wednesday, October 13th. Just got back from French classes and now I'm in comfy clothes. In the last studio vlog, I mentioned that there's going to be some fun projects coming up. So let me tell you what is going on. So I'm going to be creating my first washi tape, my first lanyard, and my first acrylic shaker charm. And I am very nervous about it. And I don't know how to feel about it. I am a part of a Discord group order, and there's one person who is in charge of what is going to be manufactured. For this month, the products of interest are lanyards, washi tapes, acrylic charms, and shaker charms. And I'm very interested in the acrylic shaker charms and the washi tape. Washi tapes has been something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. I didn't think about doing lanyards, but when I saw the MOQ and the price of lanyards, like, why not, you know? So I'm thinking about getting a couple of each item, and I think it would be really cool and really fun. The main pro of being a part of a group order server is that there's a possibility that the price you pay per item would be cheaper. There are a lot of people, mostly artists who do Artist Alley, that are always needing to stock up on items. So there's a chance that the price you pay per item would be lowered depending on how many artists or people decide to order for that round. And also you get to use the owner of the server's manufacturer. They don't tell you who their manufacturer is, but you get to use the manufacturer. And also the person who's in charge of the group order basically takes care of all the communication. I don't have that much time to be talking to, you know, a representative of a company for washi tape or shaker charms right now, so having someone else who's able to do that and has the experience to do that is very awesome and less nerve-wracking. Also, I don't have to worry about custom fees once the items come from China to Canada. All that gets split amongst all the people that took part of that certain group order. Hopefully I explained that right. That was really hard to explain. I tried to explain it like 5 or 6 times already. But yeah, let me show you guys the artwork that I will be using for the items that are going to be made. This is the artwork I've been working on. It's Captain Froggo, Mashukan, and some clovers, flowers, and some little insects such as a butterfly, ladybug, and a bee. I drew this maybe a week or so ago, and it only had flat colors. Here it is up close. It's so cute. Right now I'm just coloring this without thinking about shadows right now, because once I color all this, I'm going to import each individual part of the image into Clip Studio Paint or in Alpaca. I'm going to resize them into washi tape size. Almost done with it. I think I have to finish the butterfly, and I probably won't work on the background right now. I'll probably work on it later when I am trying to finish it for the acrylic shaker charm. So I drew this art piece with the intention of making it my first art print slash sticker sheet for my Patreon. I was planning to open my Patreon in February, and I was going to go ahead and start working on sketches and art prints and artworks for that. But then this came around, the group order for the acrylic shaker, the washi, and the lanyard, and I did not have a plan of what art to use. And I thought really hard about what I just showed you guys, and I was like, if I use this for the washi tape and the lanyard and the acrylic shaker, then I can't use it for my Patreon print because it just doesn't seem right for me. But then the timing was just right. Like, I already had all the flat colors down for this art piece, so I just had to render it and prepare it. And I kept thinking about it for a really long time, and I honestly think that this artwork is the perfect artwork to produce those items. This piece of artwork has little pieces like the little insects and bugs that would be perfect as the little shaker pieces in an acrylic shaker charm. I love Mushroom Kun and Captain Froggo, so having them as a washi tape slash lanyard would be really awesome. They're one of my favorite little characters that I have created in this little world of theirs. So I'm kind of struggling with the idea if I need to buy 50 of one design or if I should split it to 25 of two designs. But buying 25 of two designs is going to be a lot more costly than buying 50 of one design. I don't want to be stuck with those washies for a very long time. But I think hopefully like cons are going to start opening up here in Canada, so I can try to participate in cons. The Quebec Comic Con was actually this past weekend, but we didn't go because there really wasn't anyone that was going to the Quebec Comic Con that we wanted to see. But it's really nice to see that stuff happening now here in Canada. It's been happening in the US, it seems, for a couple of months now. I've been watching a couple of people that have been doing cons, so hopefully I can do my first con soon. I've been wanting to do that for a very long time, ever since I was a teenager. So I'm going to continue working on the art tonight, and we'll see how far that goes. And maybe after that I can start trying to figure out the washi tape design. So yeah, let's get started. This is how it turned out after I finished coloring everything. Like I said, I didn't really add shadows to this for now. Since everything's colored, I have to merge layers and I have to individually save each piece of the art. Today is Thursday, October 15th. Yesterday I was going to start trying to put my art into the washi tape template, but then I realized, well, I already knew this, that parts of my art would not work for the washi tape. For example, the way that the art piece is arranged, some of the sides of the 4-leaf clover and the orange flowers are cut off. Thanks a lot to Pixma, I actually saved the whole pieces of the orange flower and the green 4-leaf clover in the original file where I already did all the sketches and the flat colors, and I saved an extra one of those, so I still had that within the file. I'm actually almost done with that. I just have to finish putting the final highlight touches to the 4-leaf clover, and then we can actually go and move on to adding all that to the washi tape. So thank you so much, Pixma, for all of that. In the drawing section of the brush library in Procreate, there's a brush called Gloaming. Now I actually really like this brush. I use it to finish off the shadow here and the light colors here of my art. It's the last step I do for each piece, and just really like how it kind of blends into each other. For example, if I do this, doesn't totally cover this spot. As you can see, it just kind of lays on top of it, so I can kind of blend it in a little bit like this, and I really like that. This has been my new favorite find so far in Procreate. Today is Sunday, October 17th. Yesterday, my husband and I went out. He had found a listing or a post on Facebook saying that a place at the flea market had some Funko Pops for sale, and they were apparently a very good price. So we decided to go there yesterday, and I didn't have too many expectations. There's one Funko Pop in particular that I've been looking for, and if you know me, you know that my favorite anime of all time is Fruits Basket. I was going there in the hopes of maybe finding a Kiyosoma at the local comic book store slash anime shop slash gaming store. They did have some Fruits Basket figures, but then they didn't have Kyo. They had Shigeru and Yuki at the time when we went to go look a couple months ago, and I ended up not buying any Fruits Basket figures from there. There are a couple places inside the flea market that also sell Funko Pops, but after visiting the first place, decided after to actually go look for the place that made the post on Facebook. I found the Kiyosoma there. I was freaking out, couldn't find him anywhere else, and to get him even shipped here would be fairly expensive. Yeah, that was really cool. In the end, I bought 3 figures, the Yuki, Kyo, and Toru one. After that, the main reason we went out was that we were celebrating my husband's birthday at his mother's house, and we had a really fun time. We played 2 other card games, and I won both of the games. Just so you know, I did really good last night with the games. Finally posted all the letter paper sets on Instagram, and I really want to put those up in the shop, but today I'm going to focus on trying to figure out the files and have them sent to the person in charge of the group order. The washi tape is actually finalized. I will show you guys that. So let's get started. This is how the washi tape is going to look like. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It was actually kind of difficult trying to figure out the background. I wanted a darker green, but then it kind of conflicted with the 4-leaf clover here, like the colors. So I made it a lighter green, and I added the white grid background here to help bring the 4-leaf clover out a little bit more. Now I originally thought of making these flowers bigger, because in the original art, Mushroom Kun and Captain Froggle are small, like the plants are bigger to show how small these 2 characters are. But then I realized that that wasn't going to work, because for a washi tape, the flowers were going to be so huge that, like, if you use it as washi tape, it's not gonna look nice. So I made them smaller. I hope Mushroom Kun is okay over here. I measured it, and I think it'll be okay, because it is halfway the length between him and the orange flower here. But yeah, this is what I am going to submit for the washi tape.
Don't feel anxious, don't feel shame. If there's a question, it can't wait another day. Don't feel like it's all in vain. I try to remember, it ain't a race. Breathe out, it doesn't matter anyway.
So here we have another blank canvas. Kind of looks similar to the washi tape, right? But this one is going to be used to create the lanyard. So I think before I even start with the lanyard, I kind of want to make something for the middle where the loop is that goes around your neck that says Maying art on it.
Don't feel anger, don't feel rage. If there's an answer, it can't wait till another day.
Right now I'm working on this. In the background, this is not my art. This is the person who's in charge of the group order. This is their artwork. On the back here, it says loop. So it indicates where the loop of the lanyard is going to be. And that's basically the part that goes around your neck. So I'm just trying to put my branding in here somewhere to match the lanyard. So after working on this for a while, I ended up changing the background. It was green, but now it is a light orange. This design right here in particular is for the lanyard, and this one's the washi tape. They're bigger in the washi tape, and on the lanyard you'll be able to see most of everything. You won't get to see all of Mushroom Kun. Part of his bottom part will be cut off. Also here in the center I put my logo, but in the colors that I use for my artwork. So now that that is done, I am going to be working on the acrylic shaker charm. I'm a little scared of that. There's a reason why I left it for last, even though trying to figure out the lanyard and washi tape was also a lot of work. They're not as hard to figure out. The acrylic shaker charm is a whole other thing. Before I even start creating the file, I have to go back into the original artwork and put in the shading that I didn't put when I first colored the art, so that way it'll be appropriately shaded for it to be an acrylic shaker charm. And after that, we will try our best to figure this acrylic shaker charm stuff out. Today is Monday, October 18th. Yesterday I spent literally 12 hours working on the washi tape file, the lanyard file, and the acrylic shaker charm file, and wow, I got a lot done. I'm not done with the candy shaker file yet. It has been very frustrating trying to figure that out, mostly because one, because I'm not familiar with Clip Studio Paint, and two, because I think now that I know CSP more, I've been doing things the harder way because I didn't know how to use the program. So I also found out that Alpaca actually has a function for you to save as PSD files, and I didn't know that. I guess now a bunch of drawing programs has PSD as a file that you can save as, since Photoshop is the standard in the art world. But even so, I'm still glad that I use Clip Studio Paint because it actually has some functions that are very, very useful that Alpaca doesn't have. Even so, having to take the extra time to figure things out was a lot of work. I was very frustrated by the end of it all, trying to figure out where the functions were, trying to figure out if the setup of the charms in the shakers for the charms were right. But I did ask Ashley, who is Let's Spirit Designs, if she would take a look at a screenshot that I took of my file setup. If you don't know who she is, she also makes studio vlogs, and she has a really in-depth tutorial about how to create the files for shaker charms. And I watched that tutorial a whole lot, and it was very useful. I highly suggest you guys go check Ashley's video out. I leave it in the description box below. So yeah, let me show you guys how the file looks like. The entire charm here should be at the 3 inches mark. There's about a 15 pixel outline from the art and the transparent part. And here I have 2 butterflies, a ladybug and a bee. They also have a small outline around them. The plan is to have these red flowers in front and everything else will be in the background. I didn't want to put all the plant items in the front because if I put these on the front piece of acrylic, the bugs will hide under the plants. And because they're in front over here, the red flowers are in a file of their own, and they're marked as front on here. And if you take the flowers off and you click on the back part, there's everything else. And you can see here on the sides is the shading and the lighting for the red flower. So if I put it back on, there you go. So that means these shaker pieces, whenever you shake them, they will be hidden under the red flowers, but they will be on top of everything else. Now I'm just waiting for a response from Ashley to hopefully say that the shaker file is okay. After that, I'm going to take a look again at all 3 different types of files, the washi tape, the lanyard file, and the shaker charm file, and then hopefully send them off soon. Maybe tonight, hopefully. And if not tonight, then hopefully before the end of this week. Also, I'm just gonna keep chattering. I hope you guys don't mind. This is the last full week of French. So that means my first French course will be done soon. And next week, we have our test. So it's the test for listening in French, writing in French, speaking in French, and reading in French. So our professor is basically gonna rate us or grade us on that, and if we do well enough, we'll get moved up to Field 2, which is the second French course. So I'm a little nervous about that. After those tests, I will have a couple of days off. So next Thursday, next Friday, and the following Monday and following Tuesday, I will have off, and then I'll be maybe, hopefully, in French too. That's my update for you guys. I'll see you guys in the next update.
Picnic with my best friends. We start to plan what we will do. Now life's back in color and everything's feeling brand new. Well, I read that the French always say what's on their mind, leaving lipstick stains on tall glasses of wine. Practically invented being nonchalant for fun. They tear apart Voltaire just like afternoon croissants, strolling over bridges that were built in Renaissance. Isn't that what every romance loving 20-something woman wants? Midnight in Paris, I've always heard there's magic in the air as you're watching people dance by sand. Midnight in Paris, oh what a feeling. Steps on cobblestones, thinking this must be la vie en rose. Maybe I'll get a place that's right across the Notre Dame.
Today is Thursday, October 28th. I have not recorded a lot in a while. Last week I was preparing for my French exams. I did very well. Now I have a few days off. I have today, Friday, Monday, and Tuesday off, so I'm going to try to use that time as much as possible to get my letter paper sets up in the Etsy shop, to finish what I was doing for the vlog earlier this past few weeks, and to edit the studio vlog. So hopefully I can get all that done before French 2 start. I think that's it for the update. Here is the lanyard, and as you can see, for some reason I thought that my brand name would be okay this way, right? But if you look over here, you see Captain Froggle is turned the other way. If this section with my name was going to be worn around someone's neck, it would be upside down. So this would not be the correct way. I'm just going to fix this. We had to create a little catalog showing all the items that we ordered for the group order, so it'd be easier for the person who's in charge to see what products we created and which ones are ours. Here I have regular washi tape designs, and it tells the person in charge of the group order that I'm ordering 50 pieces. And I also ordered some washi tape logos to go onto the washi tape. The washi tape is going to be called Pond Friends washi tape, and it's super cute. I'm really happy with how that looks like. Can't wait to see how it turns out. Here's how the lanyard looks. Very similar to the washi tape. Part of this is going to get cut off. Hopefully the lanyard will turn out well. I wanted to turn them horizontal so you could see their whole body, but then because Captain Froggle is wide, because the way his arms are spread out, he would be very small. So I'd rather have him like this so it looks really nice still. The shaker charm gave me quite a bit of a headache to figure out. But then I found out that you didn't really have to make the border for the shaker charm. Let me open up my file. this is pretty much what I ended up sending. I was told that I did not have to create the border myself, which is amazing because it was so frustrating to figure it out. Right now the image here is already at 3 inches, but it's gonna be smaller than that because you have to account for the transparent piece that's going to go around it. Up here, here's the X with the hole. That just tells the manufacturer that this is where I want the hole cut. So it's pretty much in the center of the art. And then on the side here, I just wrote down how big I wanted each piece that's going inside the shaker, how big I wanted them to be. So I put them in inches and I converted it into centimeters so it'll be easier for the manufacturer. And thank you so much, Ashley from Le Spirit Designs, for helping me out with figuring out my shaker charm. I really appreciate it. But I can't wait for this. I hope it turns out well. So I already went ahead and submitted all the information to the person in charge of the group order the way she wanted it to be. And the deadline will be November 2nd. So other people who wants to join in still has a little bit of time. I was told that the average time that it would take to possibly get these items would be probably around 3 to 4 months. So I think around the time they get here would be the perfect time to have that item because this item is kind of springy. So I don't mind waiting that long. There's a possibility because of holidays and because of what's happening in China right now that might cause it to be pushed back even more. I'm finally happy that all of that is done. It is October 30th and it's 2:40 p.m. Yesterday I got all my listings done and they were really easy to actually do because they were all basically the same type of item. All I did was make one listing. I just went here, copy, and then copy the listing and everything that was already in there, and I only had to change a few things here and there. So I'm gonna go up here to the check mark, so it selects all 6 of them, and then we're gonna hit publish and then publish here as well. And now they're in the Etsy shop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go to our drafts. Here's the post for our drafts that made last night, and then it's gonna finish up, and there we go, the post for the shop update. Now that that is done, I think this would be a good time to end the vlog. It was a huge relief to finally be done with them and to send them off to the person in charge of the group order. So fingers crossed that they turn out fine. The letter papers are now in the Etsy shop. I'm super happy about that. I wanted them to be in the Etsy shop sooner, but you know, things happen. I've been very busy with French and other stuff. I think in the next upcoming studio vlogs, I'll be working more on the winter stuff. There's one more thing I wanted to mention before ending the vlog, and that is Inktober. I was hoping to at least be able to do one. Honestly, if I really wanted to, I could probably do one for tomorrow, which is October 31st, which is also Halloween. I know by the time you guys see this video, it'll be too late, but I'm gonna go ahead and say I hope you guys have a good and safe Halloween. But I think I'm just going to relax and not bother with doing the Inktober. I was really busy and productive regardless of not doing it, and even though I'm a little sad that I won't be able to do Inktober, it's okay. But I've enjoyed seeing a lot of different artists create their artwork for Inktober and sharing what they've done and seeing what prompts they've used and so on. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!